Right.
Like, okay, that's maybe you should know more than that, you know.
Listen to this stark warning from Elon Musk back in April of 2023 as it relates to sending your kids to schools where they will be indoctrinated.
The amount of indoctrination that's happening in schools and universities is, I think, far beyond what parents realize. Let me give you an example that a friend of mine told me, which his daughters go to high school in the Bay Area, and he was asking them, like, who are the first few presidents of the United States? They could name Washington, and I said, well, what do you know about him? Well, he was a slave owner. What else?
Right. Exactly.
Nothing.
Right.
Like, okay, that's maybe you should know more than that, Yeah.
Yeah.
Slavery is obviously a horrific institution, but we should still know more about George Washington than.
Yeah, you know what you might want to know about George Washington? That George Washington not only was the first president of the United States and had wooden teeth, which I've seen, I think, at the Smithsonian, and they've got the other set of them at his house outside D.C., but that he was also the general in the Revolutionary War, and he led the army. So he was leading the army while he was the president of the United States. And guess what? The people wanted him to stay on and do both. And he, in true foresight and benevolence, said, I will not do both because it will not be a good way for this country to be born, that the president of the United States is also the leader of the military. But did he own slaves? He did. Guys, let's be honest. When it comes to performance, good enough isn't good enough. That's why Blue Chew just raised the bar with Blue Chew Gold, a 4-in-1 upgrade designed to support both your mind and your body. Most options only focus on circulation. Blue Chew Gold goes further by combining 2 circulation-supporting ingredients with apomorphine and oxytocin to help enhance arousal, desire, and connection. It's not just about function anymore, it's about total performance. Blue Chew's tablet dissolves under your tongue and can begin working in as little as 15 minutes, meaning less waiting and more confidence. Blue Chew is basically turning bedroom performance into an Olympic sport, so go for gold. And ladies, if you're listening, send your man the link and turn him into a trophy husband. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Get 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold with code Rubin. That's promo code Rubin. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And when you go to his home, they talk about how when he died, his half of the slaves were freed, but Martha, his wife, she was still living, hers weren't. These are the things that are complexities of our time that we better offer a little grace to our forefathers, because I hate to think what the people 40 years from now will think of our barbaric ways. So of course Elon is right. You send your kids to these places, and maybe 40 years ago, they were teaching the right things, and they were teaching how to think, not what to think, and all of that. But now they are basically indoctrination centers. And then the other part of this is, 10 years or so ago, when I was one of the first people, me and Jordan Peterson and definitely Charlie Kirk and a few others, when we were going to college campuses and we were talking about what was going on there, everyone would say, all of our critics would say the exact same thing. Oh, you guys, you're just making fun of college kids, but when they get out, the real world will just smack them in the face and show them what's up. And as I've said many times, well, what happened? Well, they got into the real world, and the real world folded like a wet paper bag. So we really have something to fight.